8, 9. Okay, welcome guys to day 9 of the Amiga to Alpha 2-week course. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, please watch the previous videos to get an idea on what this is all about. Essentially, giving an insight into how an Amiga to Alpha member trains, eats, and communicates, with a view that you can take on board any of those elements, any bits of the information that suit your lifestyle. Today is about lower body. Today is about doing a real-time workout. We're going to be doing 15-minute training, lower body focused. We did this last Tuesday. We are now changing the workout, so we are not allowing our body to find the shortcuts or the cheats, the hacks to get better at those specific exercises. The main thing is, again, it's about adaptation. It's about anaerobic energy systems. So we have to continuously challenge and shock the muscles. So this is going to be a different set of exercises, but the format is the same. So the circuit is 15 minutes long in total. That comprises of a 10-minute circuit where it's 2 exercises. We're doing 5 sets of each exercise. Last week we did alternating. So we would do 1 exercise and then 2 exercises and back to 1 exercise and back to 2 exercises and so on and so forth for 5 rounds. Today it's consecutive, which means I'm going to be performing the first exercise 5 times consecutively, and then the second exercise 5 times consecutively. 50 seconds training, 10 seconds rest. Then we have an amazing 1-minute rest. Then we have a Tabata, which is 8 rounds, 20 seconds training, 10 seconds rest. And I'll be doing the exercises in front of you so you can pause and figure out the form. Okay, guys, let's get going. Oh, I need to do the pause thing to get the timer. Okay, guys, we're going to start with reverse lunges. So you're taking a nice step back, dropping the back knee down, creating a right angle on the front, like so. I'll show you from the side, just like so. Nice and controlled, keeping that 2-1-2 tempo. This is going to feel, well, again, these exercises, these circuits are designed to my capability. If you are struggling with this, you can do to whatever level that you are comfortable with. But of course, if this is too easy for you, you can add weight on if you think that is necessary. Personally, I think slowing down the exercise, I say personally, it's also scientifically backed. Having more time in the muscle under tension period will automatically increase the overload. So you don't necessarily need to add weight, you just need to take longer. But that's not always the most, from a psychological perspective, that can become quite boring, essentially. But so that's why I like a 2-1-2 tempo, and then occasionally I'll program in specifically negatives. But like I said, for some people, having the additional weight because of where they are, it just makes sense. But you're building a cumulative overload. So because of the very short period of rest, even without weight, by the 3rd round, you'll see in real time how this very basic, very easy, accessible exercise becomes far more demanding and far more challenging. So for now, I don't do it with weight. So yeah, keep watching. Let's see what happens. So we are on Valencia Beach in Malvarosa. It's a bit of an overcast day, which is actually a nice change. It's been crazy hot for the last month and a half, I guess. And it's still 24 degrees, but nice breeze. So unfortunately for the mic, it's probably not so great. But c'est la vie. And if you have been doing these programs along with me, well done. Congratulations to you. Big pat on your back. Let me know how you found them. Leave a comment or DM me or whatever. And yeah, let me know in general how you're finding this insight. I'm trying to make it as entertaining, I guess, as possible, but that's also subjective. For me, I find some of the gifs funny. I'm the ones where I use a lot of gifs, so that is, at least I'm entertaining myself. Okay, so that was the 3rd round. It's still pretty accessible. I will say also that I will start to feel the demand from this towards the back end, but equally I'm moving then into a second exercise, which is jump squats, which is a plyometric exercise and is very demanding. after I've already exhausted the muscles in that area. Not all of the same muscles, but essentially some of the same muscles will be being utilized, and therefore my adaptation is going to be better there for it. But yeah, so that's the format. Sorry, back on the last 2 weeks. Again, just trying to kind of keep it as choppy as possible, and giving you within there the information I think is most pertinent. But there is a lot of filler because, you know, I don't really have much of a structure around this other than just get this information out there. So, you know, even in 5 years time, 10 years time, I can come back here as long as the plan is still here, and I can see exactly what it is that I put out there as a form of information. And at the same time, I also now know which dishes to get from the 2 restaurants I visited, which I think is also great. So yeah, but after these 2 weeks, there will be no more. And but if anybody is interested in, you know, carrying on this type of training methodology, I'm happy to share completely free of charge the workouts that I do each week, as well as a kind of nutritional overview of the cycle that I consume food within, and typically what I do within that cycle. So that is all from me to you if you're interested. Okay, I believe that is the 5th round. If I'm wrong, whoops. But no, actually, to be fair, that was not particularly challenging. And now I think taking it to this level is where it's going to change. Or maybe I'm just feeling super energized. I don't know. Woo, no, that's kicking in. Okay, so again, with the tempo, it's not too fast, but you are having a ballistic element. So you're coming off the ground, coming back down again. Try and cushion your landing with the following rep, so it's nice and fluid. Oh my God. Until you get to that point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, up. Woo! Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay, so should be 4 more rounds of those left. Apology again if you're picking up a lot of the wind. I'll try and denoise it, but this is real, man. This is live. Well, live for me anyway. Let's go. Woo! Really try and make sure you get full range of motion. So drop your butt below the 90-degree point, come off the ground, back in again. Try and keep the pressure still on the heels, toes up, to release the tension off the patella and the meniscus, and just try and put all the pressure into the quads, the glutes, etc. Yeah. Wow. This will get you. This will get you. Woo. Okay. Okay. 3 more rounds. 3 more. Should be 3 more. All right, let's go. Even though we don't go, or don't typically go to reps, because it's all about time, having a rep count in your mind that you're working towards can help. For example, just now I was aiming for 10 reps, and just then I was aiming for 5. So counting is okay. Okay. 2 more rounds, I hope. And let's go. 1, 4, 5, 6. Jesus. Like I said previously, you're going to get a huge amount of delayed onset muscle soreness. If this is the first time doing this type of training, it's due to the lactic acid getting into the muscles, oxygen debt, etc., etc. The best way to get past that is to do the same exercise again. So on Thursday, you're meant to repeat this, and as painful as it is when you start, by the end, you would have actually assisted in the recovery. But it's also very important that you rest in between. So you at least have 48 hours between this training and when you do it again. Essential. Okay. I think this is the last one. Oh, shit. Unless that was the last one and I've miscounted, which is definitely a possibility. We'll keep going till we know. Okay, 5 more. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure we're done. Pretty sure. I'll give you 5 more. No, I wasn't done. Okay. That's it, now we're done. Woo! Okay. First 10 minutes done. Just have to pause to come back, but give my minute rest. So again, it was very accessible, very easy to do the reverse lunges, but it did set me up for those jump squats, which have absolutely nailed me. So again, you figure it out. This is based on my capabilities. When I train with other people, you know, there's people who have injuries or problems, stuff like that. A good rule of thumb though is, unless it's really bad, unless it's broken or something, putting blood through it is always going to be a good way to help with any injuries. As long as, again, you're not using excessive external weights or pressure. So if you are using your own body weight, you are then kind of finding a nice equilibrium with yourself. And again, this is very person dependent, but for the most part, on average, you would. So if you have a sore wrist, if you have a sore knee or whatever, but it's not debilitating, then doing exercise like this is only going to help you strengthen that, provide more supportive muscles around it, get the blood flow through it, etc., etc. Cool, guys. All right, next up, we're going to be doing that Tabata. So I'll pause and do the thing. Do the thing. Okay, guys. Now we're going to be doing, it's called a back widow. So palms below shoulders like that. Make sure you're supported. Bring your knee to your elbow. Bring it up like you're bringing your knee up an elevator. Back down again. Then out, in, up. So you're basically piking, activating the, very much so the rectus abdominis. 7 more rounds. And let's go. And up. Okay, let's get it going. Oh, that gets you. That definitely gets you. With a lot of core exercises though, you really should be thinking about activating the core as much as you can with your brain as well. So like I'm tightening my stomach as I'm doing the exercise just to get much more out of it. Oh my god. Either the third or the fourth. I think it might be the fourth. Okay. So even on coming out, oh my god. When you bring your leg back out to start position, you really think about the muscle as you're pulling it back. It really just activates everything. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh my god. It's not easy. It's not easy. Show you from this angle. Now I could say that today is probably a better indicator in terms of perspiration of my actual body being overloaded, because it's pretty cool. Last one, I think. Oh god. That's it. Woo! 15 minutes done. How was it? Did you love it? So leave a like, subscribe if you're enjoying this stuff. Although I'm not going to be doing many more videos, but who knows? For now, the plan is just get those 2 weeks done. If there's overwhelming demand and desire personally for me to continue doing stuff like this, I might tune back in again. I mean, the other reason is I deload next week. So deloading is once every 8 weeks for me. And I think this is a good rule of thumb for most people. So you take an entire week and you don't do any resistance-based training. You can still do yoga, maybe do a light jog, still keep physically active, but just don't do what we're doing now, because your ligaments and tendons will need more time to recover, or take longer to recover than your muscles. So there is a compounded overload effect over 8 weeks, where as much as you are resting, there's only so much development, so much rest the ligaments and tendons against say the muscle fibers. So that's why once every 8 weeks, having that 1 week, or at least it's Monday to Friday. So I do any training during the week, and then I resurrect the reps on the Sunday. So next week, that's why I'm not doing this. Maybe I'll come back in again. Let's see. But for now, these 2 weeks, day 8. Keep watching. Thanks very much. Have a great day.